Hello students, in today's session we are going to learn the relationship between the zeros of polynomial and its coefficients as in the earlier class. Earlier session we have learned about the zeros of polynomial and its geometric meaning. So today in this session we are learning the relationship between the zeros and the coefficients. So let's understand it. As we know that the linear polynomial which is in the form of ax plus b and a is not equals to 0. If a is equals to 0, then it is not a linear polynomial as its highest degree is not equal to 1. And let us assume that a value of x is something which gives the polynomial is 0. So let that value we define it by alpha. That means we can say 0 of the polynomial, this linear polynomial, is alpha. Now this alpha, when we put in place of x, we get the polynomial is 0. That means we can say 0 is equals to ax plus b. Now when we transpose this b to the left hand side, we get minus b is equals to ax, or we can say x is equals to minus b upon a. Here this minus b upon a is the value of x. By putting this, we get the polynomial is 0. That means this x we are defining by alpha. So we can say alpha is equals to minus b upon a. Now what is the meaning of this b? Now in the polynomial, this b is the constant term. So we can say constant term upon this a is the coefficient of this x, the numerical, or we can say the value associated with the variable x in this polynomial is a. So coefficient of x. So here the relation between the 0, that is alpha, and the coefficients of polynomial is alpha is equals to minus b upon a, that is constant term upon coefficient of x. Now what will be the relation when the polynomial is quadratic polynomial? So let take a quadratic polynomial which is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c, and we know that in the polynomial, in quadratic polynomial, a is not equals to 0. Now also we know that if alpha and beta are the zeros of this polynomial, this quadratic polynomial having the zeros are alpha and beta. We are giving the names of two different zeros are alpha and beta. So that meaning by the factor theorem we can say x minus a and x minus b are the factors of the polynomial px, as in earlier classes. Remainder and factor theorem we had learned in the 9th class. So we can say that x minus a and x minus b are the factors of this polynomial ax square plus bx plus c. Now here we have the polynomial is in the form of, that means we can write the polynomial ax square plus bx plus c. As we factorize this in the factorization process, we get x minus a into x minus b is equals to ax square plus bx plus c. So this polynomial is the product of its factors. Now here this k is any constant, so we can write it as k is equals to, now when we open this one, so we get x into x square minus alpha x, then minus, when we open this bracket, so x square minus alpha x minus beta x and minus plus alpha into beta. So we are getting the in the product the two terms having the variable x, that is alpha and beta. So we take the common minus sign. Now you are not getting, I think. So when x is multiplied by x square, we get x square by multiplying it minus alpha x. Then when minus beta multiplied by x, we get minus beta x. And then minus and minus, we get plus alpha into beta. Now when we open the bracket, we get this in these terms, second and third, beta and alpha, and in these two terms x is common, so we can take minus x is common, so alpha plus beta plus alpha into beta. Now that we can write k is multiplied with x square, k multiplied by alpha plus beta into x, and k multiplied by alpha into beta. Now when we compare these two sides, that means this ax square plus bx plus c is equals to this kx square minus k alpha plus beta x plus k alpha into beta. When we compare the coefficients of x square, x, and constant term, we get here this k is equals to a minus k into alpha plus beta is equals to b, and c is equals to minus k alpha beta. Okay, now a is equals to k. By this, b is equals to minus k into alpha plus beta. What we get here, alpha plus beta is equals to this k goes to the left hand side. When we transpose it, it becomes b upon minus k, or we can say minus b upon k. That means we have k, this k is a, so in place of k we can write alpha plus beta is equals to minus b upon a. Similarly, from the c is equals to k into alpha plus beta, we get alpha into beta is equals to c upon k. Again this k is equals to a, so we write alpha into beta is equals to c upon a. Okay, so in this, by this quadratic polynomial, we get a is equals to k, alpha plus beta is equals to minus b upon a, and alpha into beta is equals to c upon a. Here we can say that sum of the zeros, that is alpha and beta, we have taken the zeros na, so it is alpha plus beta, that is sum of zeros, is equals to minus b upon a. Now in this, minus b is the coefficient of x and minus b upon a is the coefficient of x square, so we can write sum of zeros is equals to coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. Similarly, when we are talking about alpha into beta is equals to c upon a, so c is this one constant term, and again this a is coefficient of x square, so alpha into beta is equals to c upon a. We can say it also constant term upon coefficient of x square. So we get here the relationship that defines the relation between the coefficients and the zeros of the polynomial, that is sum of zeros is alpha plus beta, that is equals to minus b upon a, and it is coefficient of x upon coefficient of x square. Similarly, product of zeros, that is alpha into beta is equals to c upon a, that is constant term upon coefficient of x square. Now relation between the zeros and coefficient of cubic polynomial, we in the earlier slides we understand the relation for the linear polynomial as well as for the quadratic polynomial. Now let's consider it for cubic polynomial also. So if we have the cubic polynomial in variable x is ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d, then we get in the same way as in the previous quadratic polynomial we have done. In the same way, when we follow, we get alpha plus beta plus gamma, that is equals to minus b upon a, and minus b here it is coefficient of x square and a is the coefficient of x cube. So we can say when polynomial is cubic, so sum of the zeros is coefficient of x square upon coefficient of x cube. Similarly, product of zeros alpha into beta into gamma, this one is the symbol for the gamma. This represents the third zero of this cubic polynomial. So it is minus d upon a, and d is nothing but the constant term upon coefficient of a. A is coefficient of x cube. So alpha into beta into gamma, that means product of zeros is constant term upon coefficient of x cube. Similarly, when we take the sum of the product of two zeros, so alpha beta plus beta alpha, beta alpha, beta gamma plus alpha gamma, that means alpha into beta plus beta into gamma plus alpha into gamma is equals to c upon a, and c is the coefficient of x and a is the coefficient of x cube. So we can say sum of the product of the zeros is coefficient of x upon coefficient of x cube. So this relations for the linear polynomial, for the quadratic polynomial, and for the cubic polynomial. We have to remember it.